we taking it over.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The Florida Atlantic man, Greg Joseph, ready to get this one started. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. Right to the air is Jackson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Fitzgerald. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards, the final tally. And we see the emphasis early here. Get your star receiver involved. Able to do it successfully.
Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says our guy is better than your guy's up. Because, you know, a player of his stature, he won't just be single covered all game long. It's going to involve multiple people. And right away, they told the other team, guess what? He's just better.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And it's second down. A first carry for the Hall of Famer. Here's Marshall Faulk. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. That good for 19 and a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
Eluding the pressure right. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, the best don't mind making tough throws, but that was a real difficult one right there. Out of the pocket, trying to beat double coverage. More times than not, that's going to end up as an incomplete pass, if not worse.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. To throw is Jackson. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
It's pretty early in the game, but they've already tried to establish him not just as a runner, but as a receiver as well. Didn't happen there, but I wouldn't be surprised at all to see them try again shortly.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now it's Jackson. Flushed out right. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down.
Yeah, we kind of sensed that one. He got a little too far forward before throwing, and that one will set them back.
And remember, at the NFL level, being aware of where the line of scrimmage is crucial. And here's the other part. Any part of the quarterback's body that's near that line of scrimmage, he's going to get the benefit of the doubt. So he was clearly over the line.
McPherson's kick is good. And the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
They begin the drive with Johnson.
He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, second down.
The defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. It all starts up front in the trenches.
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
In motion right comes Allen. 3rd and 2, Stafford. And it's complete to Antonio Gates.
And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
When you give up points on the opening drive, in this case a field goal, you'd hate to go 3 and out. They avoid that.
They do, and it's also walking that fine line mentally, too, as a coach, isn't it? Because you want to emphasize to your team exactly what you said. All right, we give.
Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown.
Evan McPherson now for the PAT.
He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. Nick Bosa using that speed to get in there and break that play up.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
And some room to work. Chris Johnson, nobody in front of him. Touchdown, Packers. Chris Johnson, 77 yards.
And the Packers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Joseph connects on the extra point.
And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get him 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got his target, Samuel. He's at the 30. 10, 5, touchdown. Deebo Samuel, an 80-yard touchdown. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Evan McPherson sets the kickoff.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Stafford. Flush to his right.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Brian Dawkins, the safety, with a pick.
And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really, it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Alexander Madison, a 6-yard touchdown run.
And the Panthers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Again, it's Johnson. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Stafford now to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. They snap it to Stafford. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. The 20. 10.
And he is going to have a Packers first down. And it is a big letdown there defensively. They somehow allow him to convert on 4th and long.
Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Chris Johnson with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Packers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Joseph connects on the extra point.
And the lead down to 10, 24-14.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, You see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Now he's going to throw deep right side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed, because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Completes it to Samuel. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Jackson will throw again. Eluding the pressure right. On the move past the 40. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. They'll roll him out right. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. That's going to be caught by Samuel. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands, because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson, and it's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. Jackson. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Tony Gonzalez. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Evan McPherson has this one teed up, and here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. They'll start on the ground here on first down. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Looking to throw. Johnson flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Johnson. That's caught by his tight end, Jordan Akins. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as he'll be marked down a yard or two past the marker following a gain of 6. Now a first carry for their fullback. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Up the middle they go. Alexander. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's a pickup of 12 and a Commander's first down. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Alexander. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Forced out, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Nick Bosa showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10, right at the 40. They'll run on first down. Alexander, and he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set him back for 2nd down. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Alexander. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. We're scoreless after 1. This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, Johnson. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 20-yard line. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Throw right side into the hands of Akins. And the Commanders are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Up the middle they go. Alexander. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
At the Panthers' 7-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Johnson, flush to his right. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here. Can this defense get the stop on the opening drive? Here's 3rd and goal.
Warrior 70.
Looking to throw. Johnson escaping the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
Johnson now. Throwing on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. He finds his man complete. That's Gonzalez. And they'll get him down up past the 15. Jackson on 1st down. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Second and 8 coming from the 19. From the gun, Jackson. And he rifles one incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Here's Jackson to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Gonzalez. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the 1st down.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Over the middle, complete. It's Gonzalez. Touchdown, Carolina. Tony Gonzalez, 50. Yards. And the Panthers post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Evan McPherson for the extra point. this will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And the Panthers are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess. That allows for extra yardage on the return.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
On 1st down, Jackson. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Gonzalez. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
So from the 17, here's 2nd and 7.
Back to throw. Jackson. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Tony Gonzalez as the first half is winding down.
And the Panthers will extend their lead here just before halftime.
CD, for them, this has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
chain, birth most of chains in the game. No post office, we stamping time. Took a slice out of the big apple, made apple pies. Family size, leather bombers and Nike Sakai's. Dangerous corners, you better pray that tomorrow arrives. Rap, Sugar Ray Robinson, nothing sweet. Y'all too out of shape to even box with me. Heavyweight, I know my way around the ring. Just like Shorty know her way around the storm. Making hits with Hit Boy, all he gotta do is hit record. Record-breaking news, had to show up just to fill a void. Confused, spoiled little boys, y'all better keep your poise. Leave me out of the weasel. Be cool when you see me, I'm hot at all that rap deep. The hood know you, so we don't borrow, believe in it. Locked in on the instrumental, I took back the key to this. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. Your top 3, I'm not number 1, how could you post that? I would have crowned the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go back. Meet Joe Black. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. What I'm saying, top 3, I'm not number 1, how could you post that? I would have crowned the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go back. Meet Joe Black. What I'm saying, people saying what's already been said. Predictions, I don't listen, it's already in my head, no funny. Your most hungry place, I was past that at 28. Underground tapes, as my ass cap in publishing states. As we slide in the G-Ride, I've been getting criticized, it's keeping me energized. Create with a business mind, I'm from where killers reside. A wild hood, only knew goons since my childhood. Say anything in they raps cause it sound good. Don't even mean what they say, horrible outlook. Y'all ain't really about this house. Y'all was in the house with it. We don't respect fake jewelry and silly outfits. Window down, blowing out great tits. New York's J. Prince on Houston Street. I caught the bounce before my even bounced the beat. I took the hard way in it, man, it's the route for me. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. Your top 3, I'm not number 1, how could you post that? I would have crowned the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go back.
Crazy think they with me. Yeah. Crazy think they with me. Run up on me, baby, show you gon' see. Yeah. Got power from my head and my feet. Yeah. This colossal. What I say is gospel. I cook this with love. They gon' eat it up and swallow me. I'm from the ghetto, babe. Seen bodies in the street before I could tweet. I came from nothing. I turned a mustard seed into a million. In the discussion, had a TED talk with the higher me. Show me how to run it up. I need all my cheese. Every day that I wake up, I'm pinching myself. Can't believe that I'm really me. Popping shows in New Zealand, boy, you is not eating, man. We do not play in the same league. I gave my mama some racks and she asked me if I'm selling. I said, mama, please. If I was, do you think I'd let you know? Got so many memories that I made on Cascade Road. This is God-given, so I thank her as I go. This gon' sound conceited, but I know. Crazy thing they with me. Yeah, crazy thing they with me. Yeah, got power from my head to my feet. Yeah, run up on me, maybe so you gon' see. Yeah. I did not chase, I just attract. What you put in, you get back. I'm screaming Campbell, then still hit the dance and wherever I'm at. Feel like a champion, mama mentality. I am the masterpiece, life is the craft. These love me and I can't resist it, but I'm only guilty of slipping too fast. Life is by legacy, what lies ahead of me, helping it get peace with this past. Little bitty regular that I pack, 007 before you react. Don't think twice, my only advice for my granddad before he passed. Look to the stars, look at the sky at night. Tell me that heaven ain't black on everything I love. Try not to brag till you bring it up. Tunnel vision, block opinions, and I can give but think of us. Duck, jab, hooks in it through the roof with an uppercut. Tell the truth, shut the devil up. In the booth, I'm untouchable. Crazy thing they with me.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Evan McPherson has this one teed up, and off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They'll begin the drive with a run by Dillon. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground. This is going to be the matchup to watch out on the perimeter, and it won't be the last time these two go at it. Both of them believe they are the superior. In this case, the win goes to the defense.
He rifles one that's intercepted.
Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy. It's not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll make it second down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
To throw is Jackson on 1st and 10. It's complete. He finds Falk here. Touchdown, Panthers. Marshall Falk, 33 yards. And the Panthers use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Taken from about the 12. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Now remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive, something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Jackson from the shotgun. This throw nearly intercepted. Oh, the big D lineman almost had it, but 3rd down coming up.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Now it's Jackson. And this is caught by Watkins. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Jackson now, throwing on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete.
Well, that was his first target of the game, and it's going to take at least one more target to get him on the board. Took a nice substantial hit to jar that catch loose from him. Incomplete pass.
On 2nd down, Dillon. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. And he's got the hook up for the first time with Herman Moore. Only able to gain a couple there, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Now, that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first.
Okay, you and I are sitting up here getting ready to analyze whether they should go for it or not. Did you see the quarterback just point to the sideline and say, everybody back, I've got this call?
Well, you knew this side of the field, they're in plus territory, 4th and 1. He wasn't coming off the field.
No, he wasn't coming off the field. He wouldn't let the offense go with him at all. He said, we're staying out here, and we're picking this one up. That's some leadership right there.
Dillon now on 1st and 10. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. So as they take it over, we step aside. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. On 2nd down, another run for Dillon. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A.J. Dillon, a 5-yard touchdown run. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Gano the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after 1. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now,
he's got a man complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 35 yards the gain there. Another first down as well.
I think this defense was still trying to recover from that last play, so you wonder if they were ready for this one. You have to imagine their defensive coaches are yelling at them to get focused, because if they don't, more plays like that will result in giving up points.
And the Panthers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. It's a nice run there. Gets them down to the 6-yard line. They'll go right back to the ground with Falk. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal.
That's good hard running right there on 1st and goal. That gets them down to the 2 and puts a lot more pressure on that defense.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They hand this one to Gronk. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. Madison is in. Touchdown, Carolina. So the 2nd down run didn't work. They run it again on 3rd down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Taking it about the 1. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10.
fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett.
And the Panthers will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson.
This caught left side by the tight end Parham.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. Now Jackson rolling to his right. And he'll be stopped at the 28 on a play that started at the 14. They pick up 14. Here's Jackson. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Mike Evans, 28 yards.
And the Panthers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And it's now 21-7.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice.
Oh, and for the third time, Jackson going to be intercepted.
Picked off by the...
Let me show you how to be a star. Let me show you how to go far, far. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to be a star. Yeah, pull up with a fatty in a fancy car. How to party like a rock star and play guitar like a superstar. Yeah, and I'm so tired of them playing with me. Yeah, pushing my buttons, this ain't no game to me. Yeah, ain't got time to be explaining me. Yeah, I'ma just take over the game, baby. Yeah, let me show you how to be a star. Let me show you how to go far, far. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to raise a bar, how to go large, how to take it too far. Let me show you how to show up and show out and surf the crowd. Trust me, you ain't never seen nothing like this. You ain't never been to a show.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Evan McPherson has this one teed up.
And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team.
They'll start on the ground. Etienne.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook.
And that's caught inside the 30.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
On first down, it's Cunningham. Out to his left. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
ETN up the middle.
And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go. Cunningham looking to throw. On the move to his left. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
Straight ahead, ETN.
And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Here's Cunningham.
They'll try and set up the screen to ETN.
Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a 3rd and long. Cunningham to throw.
Screenplay, here's ETN.
And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. The screen does get him 9, but it also brings up a 4th down. Cunningham. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Rob Gronkowski. A 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Chiefs' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Extra point try good by Gano. And it's now a 7-0 game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. They go play action now. Jackson sliding out of the pocket. He finds his man complete. That's Gonzalez. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Throwing is Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. Howie Long, like an out-of-control broken arrow, getting in for the sack. After the sack on 1st down, Jackson. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 26. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Now Jackson apparently a little unsure of things, so he'll call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. They'll give to Falk up the middle. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They go play action with Jackson. Rolling to his left. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Nice job escaping the pocket. And boy, he took the shot downfield towards the end zone, didn't he? Trying to go for 6. It just wasn't there against that coverage. They were ready to prevent the big play.
Flushed out right.
And that will be incomplete. Oh, he left that one in a bad spot, but fortunately it's just an incompletion and not picked to bring up 4th down. McPherson's kick is good.
And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
On 1st and 10, Cunningham.
He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City 1st down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Steps away.
And he'll be out of bounds after his short pickup, as that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8.
Cooper, the man in motion left. Now Cunningham. Right side, that's complete to Gronkowski. And able to get this to the 24-yard line. They began the play at the 12. It's also a pickup of 12 for the 1st down. Out of the gun here, it's Cunningham.
They'll get this off to Etienne. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
And trying to shake free, but Etienne cannot. The defense will stop him short.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. And they're going to fake it. He wants to throw it here.
Now a throw caught by one of their linemen.
Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. Now Cunningham. He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs.
Travis Etienne.
As the 1st half is winding down.
And the Chiefs will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Gano the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this 1st half as the kick's away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much.
And this throw will be intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick.
And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.